Yo. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to OpenMind podcast, where we keep it real and we really speak that God talking. We just talk about everything that's going on in this world. Got my host, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Mr. Isaiah
AKA Third Isaiah.
Third
If y'all
Isaiah,
watched my other videos and stuff, what is this, episode 11?
Episode 11.
And last episode was dropped in November. Yeah, we've been kind of slow this year, but
So episode 10 dropped in November?
yeah, but we recorded in October.
Okay.
So yeah, but
More
yeah.
consistent than usual.
But we getting back though. We getting back. It's been this year, been a crazy year.
Okay.
Very crazy year, man. But we just gonna get straight into whatever we got to talk about. We was talking about earlier. What was he talking about earlier?
We talked about everything. So we did talk about the whole dude that shot the Black Lives Matter.
What's his name? Jerry. I don't even know his whole name anyway. Y'all know exactly who we're talking about. The judge. He gave him like all counts of not guilty. He killed like white Black Lives Matter protesters and whatever. And he just walked away free by killing 2 people.
Walked away free, and it's crazy too because he came to the rally and saying like he brought a huge rifle for protection. You know, I think when I think of protection, I think of like little pepper spray or some like what's it called, the electric shot thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
A little pistol in your
thing.
sock or something like that. Like shot at Cardi,
Bro had a whole AK.
But he had a whole AK rifle 47 across his and it automatically you look like a threat. Imagine walking in a bad neighborhood like that, like with a huge rifle. What do you think is gonna happen? People are gonna press you, and then you gonna say, "Oh no, it was just for self defense."
They were unarmed. They didn't even have any weapons or anything.
The whole energy behind that is like, you're a threat.
All right, but the problem was like nobody's even mad. All right, this is the issue. He killed somebody, whatever, self defense. He claiming that, but look, if he was black, he would definitely be killed, like execution, all that, scrutinized, all that. Yes, that's facts. Like if it was a black dude doing that, the whole world would be on fire right now. Like that's why most people are mad. And if you saw Twitter, like did you go on Twitter, or if any of y'all went on Twitter, y'all could see like I remember Praise God was trending on Twitter, like it was like number 17 or something like that. And it was just a bunch of people just saying, praise God that he's not guilty, let him free, or thank God he didn't get locked up. And it's like, bro, this man literally just killed innocent people, like protesters, bro.
So, all right, so is that the thing? Because I'm not really that up to date with it. So, like, the people that he killed, was they...
they were white. They were
white people?
Yeah, there was no black people killed. I think it was a black person shot, I think, but I don't think he wasn't killed. Okay. I'm not too sure, but... From what I heard, it was white, but they were white Black Lives Matter protesters. Yeah. So they was protesting for for the Black Lives Matter.
Okay, got you.
But
yeah, that's a whole nother form of hate, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But look, they found receipts. I saw this on TikTok. Like they found his old TikTok, Instagram. This man got white power shirts and like white supremacy symbols and all type of stuff. And it's like,
wow.
This is like he had said I don't know how many charges he got, but he was not guilty on every charge. And then if you didn't see they was like his reactions and stuff, bro was fake crying. Like I'm gonna try to put the video on here, but
I think I've seen the picture.
Yes,
like,
bro. I'm gonna put the video, bro. Like it's ridiculous.
Look like a demon, bro.
It's ridiculous. It's still so crazy. This is the world we live in. Where it's like, it's clear as day. And this man, Joe Biden, it was a video talking about we trust the judicial system, we back it, we're behind it. And it's like, bro, I remember as far as the black community, they was so disappointed. Like they felt so shocked that Joe is acting like this, and they voted for it. Like, majority of black people voted for Joe last year. And now people are seeing like why this is all a scam. Voting in general, like what, like you know what I mean?
So like, everybody was mad with like even with Trump and stuff like that. And it's crazy. I still say like Trump was trying to actually do stuff for the black community,
Oh.
and he even called out Joe Biden. He's like, "Yo, Joe Biden, you have done nothing for the black community in like 20 years you've been in office," and he's been in the what's it called, like the not judicial branch, but like certain courts and stuff like that. He's always been in the government type role. So, and he said and even like the stuff that Joe Biden did against black people. He already on the Democratic Party where they're trying to separate as many families as they can. So us, not only us black people, but just anybody, because I don't even think it's a target. Just anybody can be so dependent on the government,
Yeah.
So like
and
nobody has.
That's what
like,
they want. That's just like a control thing. It's like
most definitely
control
it's
system.
It's the most hugest control you can have. Is
Right.
just having somebody actually tell you what you can buy. Like you get your little food stamps. Like you can't buy this, but you can buy that. Or
God,
you can't live here, but you can live there. So it's just like a. It's just how it works. That's just what Joe Biden said. That's how the judicial branch work or something like that. The whole criminal system works. So,
this government system, America, especially in America, like this year, like we all seen, this whole economy is like through the roof. Like gas prices up, food prices, like it's affecting everybody. Like people, nobody wants to work no more. Like rent, essentials, like things that we need, water, food, shelter, that should be the least amount of money that we should spend. Like that should not be the most costly things. But people can't live, people can't eat, people can't drink that, like, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy. That's like but that's people blame it on capitalism. But worldwide, we should be able to access all necessities, no matter how much money you make. Like we should be all able to afford to live somewhere. That should not be the most expensive. Like that's crazy. And living in capitalism, we gotta worry about necessities and our wants. Like we gotta we work, so like we gotta live, right? Like it's just so much adding on. It's like I see a lot of people are being stressed and like more people getting depressed, and it's like that's a feeding back into the control system, because like the government wants you at that. I saw some video. It was like some level of consciousness, but it's a certain level where the government keeps people at this mental state to where like they feed off that. Like they feed off the depression, the low states of people to keep them in systems of control, because when the people are lower, if the government give them an inch of like some type of support or help, what I'm saying, they're going right to that, and they'll fall right for the trap, like whatever it is, because the government gonna give us whatever. And that's
they already doing with the not to even cut you off, with the whole vaccine thing. Like, y'all get a vaccine, you get $1,000 bonus. Like, dang, like, all right, so that's how easy it is now,
Right.
So like,
and it's like they already got us feeling like we're struggling mentally or whatever. So they're gonna, get this vaccine, free weed, free get this vaccine, you get $500, you get a credit card, you get this and that, and we already need these things. So it's like they got it right where they want us.
Exactly, and like even with the whole capitalism thing, like, all right, so that's how the system has been made, is just hierarchies, so like middle class, lower class, so they always want to keep this this balance. I mean, this balance of people who's in poverty versus people that's middle class and higher class and stuff like that. But I always come back to the people, because I feel like, all right, we made the government our God for so long over the past years, to where, all right, now we got to come to each other and stuff like that. So like, all right, so how can we push ourselves out this mindset to actually rise above the government, rise above, depending on them so much, so like, I don't know, just getting better structures to where we can like feed our minds to where we're not in that trap so much, we always fall in that trap, like even the natural things like having kids and stuff like that. Like, all right, if you have more than 3 kids, like you might have to depend on the government at that point, like, for some people.
But it shouldn't even be like that.
It shouldn't be like that, so like it should be to where we have to develop our consciences as people to the point where, we don't put ourselves in that position in the first place, so
especially here, because like
there's a lot of complaints on capitalism and stuff like that, but like, it should be people that actually want to strive to actually rise above the box that they just been put in, their entire lives.
There's nothing wrong with that, but necessities do not need to be. I don't feel like that should be a part of a capitalistic society. That should be already provided. We should like water should be free, all that. But I see what you're saying. You're saying striving. Some people don't want to do that. For those that want to, they should be able to. If you want to get a bigger whatever it may be, get your own business or whatever. You want to grow your own company. That's all good. That's I'm for all that. But if it's people out here who can't eat, and it's like, we living in a society where it's billionaires and it's people out here who can't, who literally they're starving, like 1 meal a day, and they struggling. They got kids. Like, all that should be readily available. That should not be expensive, because when you add up all bills and all that, like, everything gets it's very expensive living here, honestly, in America. And
it gets expensive. And like, always try to think of so what can be the solution to having necessities and stuff like that. So, all right, so if these people in power, like these billionaires and stuff like that, we don't know that it can be in our own hands to okay, all right, so whoever's making $1 billion, all right, I have a foundation to where I provide water for everybody, bro. Not no class or nothing like that, but actually get together as people. And that's the thing that we got to get on is
greed.
It's just greed at this
billionaires
point,
be greedy, bro. It's too much money out here.
It's too much money out here, and it's just a real selfish state of mind that most people live in. Even the people that have a couple thousands coming in and stuff like that, they still don't want to. Spread the money or stuff
crazy.
Like that. But
all millionaires and billionaires should they should I guess be required, like you said, to let's say I got 50 mil, or let's say my net worth is 50 million, right? All right, so let's say I'm a citizen of America, right? Okay, so let's say every millionaire in America is required to support one foundation in their community, may that be a homeless shelter or a food bank or anything. They should be able to provide something for that, because that's not cutting anything into their check. $50 million is your net worth. You could support somebody's food bank in your community or whatever.
Most definitely.
But that's why I feel like they be doing systematic stuff with that, because you see what they do in communities, especially in different communities, in black communities. They put a church, and then they put a liquor store right across the street, and then they put they all in that one area, and they're stuck in these little cycles to where gang activities and drugs and all that, and it's the people who stuck in that feel like they're stuck in that system. And then it's systems with Hispanics. All the Hispanics, they work. There's working. It's always some Hispanic business working. It's a lot of them. Not I'm just saying this was really would be real. So when they put lockdown on these communities, it puts them in traps to where we feel like we can't get out of them. And it's that's literally what's holding them back. Cause imagine if every millionaire here, they say America has the most millionaires in the world, I think. Yeah. And so imagine if all these millionaires just paid just 5% back to the community. Cause it's you don't need all that money, bro. You just don't. And it's okay to be a little selfish sometimes. I get it. You work for your money. You're gonna wanna keep all that or whatever. But it comes to a point where I feel like when you get to a certain amount of money, it's spending certain things doesn't even matter. It doesn't even hurt you. So it's what's even the reason? There's nothing holding anybody back from helping anybody else out. It's enough money. It's enough for us all here, honestly.
I mean, and people that has the most money is just, all right, so Kanye West said, no one man should have all that power. So all these people that have the money is just trying to make, all right, so that's how it started even in the beginning of time. All right, so the kings and stuff like that, they have money and all type of jewels and stuff. So their main thing was to stay in that position. Yeah. So it's not it's I feel like it's to where all right, you get that much money, you want to keep people in control as much as possible.
Right.
So you making Bezos money, you're trying to update Amazon to be the greatest website of all time. So you're constantly in the state of mind where you're trying to rule over people, but just because of that, just because of the money, I mean, it says in all types of ancient strips and stuff like that, just having that type of money, what that can do to you, So it seemed like nobody actually want to come to that point where they actually want to actually help others, you know, like for real.
It gets
like,
addicting because like, you know, you get, let's say, you know, you get,
it's like a game. It gets like a game.
Yeah, bro. You start getting
Life
money.
is a game,
and you just want to get. You want to keep getting more. You know, I got $1 million. Got to get 10 million. You got 10 million. Oh man, I gotta be a billionaire now. Like, you know, you just keep going. It's like you can only go so high sometimes, and it's like you get, sometimes you'll lose. I remember it was a J. Cole interview that he was talking about that. Like, he was saying, like, you know, he was getting caught up, like, the whole gimme. You want to be the best rapper. You want to be the best. And, like, you start losing yourself when you get caught up into that. Because, like, you so focused on getting that. You so focused. And you lose sight of what's really important sometimes. Because it's like, you know, that shit, like, you can forget your morals. You know what I'm saying? You put everything on the line. And it's like, in the process, you lost yourself. And it's like, that's a lot. That's what happens a lot in America, I feel like, and a lot with a lot of rich people. And it's not every rich person not like that though. Like, it's a lot of people that I'm not gonna sit here and act like there ain't people that's not giving back, but it is a lot of rich people that don't give back. And we, like, you know, if they did, we would definitely see it. But the world right now is just really, it's still really crazy, and it's only getting crazier.
And honestly, man, because this is just I always see, like, you know, the crazier it gets, the more powerful we get, you know, like, actually, you know, being as powerful as we are and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's the time to actually, you know, like I always say, like, go within and stuff like that, and try to, you know, do for self. Like, doing for self is like the biggest thing. I don't know, it's just been on my mind, like, just doing for self, you know, everything, you know, just have your own money, have your own resources and stuff like that. It's just like at its ultimate at its ultimate stage right now, but just because of the universe also, bro, like, the universe is also putting us in these new ages, and these new like, yesterday was like a lunar eclipse yesterday, so like, it was a full moon and stuff, like it was a powerful time to go within and stuff like that too. So, and even like the NFTs was they had a whole lot of NFT dropping and stuff like that, like a whole lot of crypto stuff that's going on, stuff like that. It's just like
metaverse.
Yeah, the metaverse, bro. Like, it's different. It's ways now to actually access this type of currency and actually do for self. You know, do for self. So like, you put money in crypto. You know, you put money in a couple of cryptos and like that, and over at least 10 years, you will actually make like a 10% return on like all this stuff that you did. Like,
that's what the world's moving to.
No job is doing that, bro.
That's what the world's moving. Just do it now. Like, invest right now. You'll think like later on, because the world, everything's going digital. Paper, physical money, all that's going digital.
All that's going digital, and it's just an opportunity for us to actually, like I said, do for self. You know, so we don't have to be so dependent on the government. You know, it's just because it's getting to a point now, like, all these people that's actually creating crypto, like the metaverse and all this stuff like that, they're doing for self. You know, like the government is trying to tear them down, but they actually trying to do for self. So like, it's the same. It can be the same for us also. So that's all.
Like Isaiah said, if you don't get yourself straight, who you gonna help? You know what I mean? We all, like, just think about that. If you looking at yourself and you like, bro, like, my life not right now, or, you know, I know I'm not where I need to be, or I'm not in the direction I need to be in. Like, how you gonna help somebody else and you not straight? You know what I mean? Like, cause like, you need to get right. Honestly, like, we all know what we gotta do. We know it. We know the flaws we be doing. We know the mistakes we be making. We're responsible for all that, and you gotta be responsible of yourself, like you said. Go within, cause even I, like, you know what I'm saying. I went through, like, this whole year has been, like, honestly, like, it's like, if I could summarize this year, it's like, you know, adversity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can, getting through adversity sometimes can be like the best things for you. Like, even, I remember even like going through the worst moments or whatever. If, like, you know, when you go through something bad, like, you're like, dang, like, I don't know when it's gonna end. It feels like forever. I don't know when it's gonna stop. Like, just things happen on top of things on things. But it's like, when you come right out of that, like, sometimes that be the best feeling in the world. Like, you gain so much experience, and it's like, you can get through this, bro. You can get through this. Like, you get to a point where it's like I got through it. Like, I did what I had to do. You know, I ain't quit. You don't give up. You know, if you give up on yourself, dog, like, you gonna lose.
Yeah, it's like what's it called? Call of Duty and junk like that, like when you get shot.
Yeah.
Even though GTA when you get shot. All right, you get shot, you die. All right, you got to come back again.
Yeah, you come back again, bro.
You got to go harder now.
You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Like, you just got to take a deep breath, bro, and just push through. Because I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much good when you conquer whatever that is. Because we all got issues that we got to conquer. You know what issues you got. Like, we all got them. And we know exactly like that. If you really think you can get through it, bro, you gonna get through it. If you don't, you're not gonna get through it. Yeah. You just gotta keep telling yourself that. Like it's the game of life. Like, you know what I mean? It's all a game.
It's a game, bro. It's like, just a game, and it's crazy too, cause like I can think of that as much as possible, you know. But like, you know, still being human, you know, we actually, you know, gotta go through stuff and have to feel stuff. So it's not like, I'm so detached from everything, you know. It's never gonna be like that, I feel like, you know. But actually, you know, studying the awareness and stuff like that, like psychology of the mind and consciousness and stuff like that can like benefit you in so many ways. To where you're on the outside looking in sometimes, you know, it's just like, oh, all right, let me change the structure of my reality right now. Let me change my manifestation right now. So that's all it really is, you know. And that's what I'm saying. It gets to a point where it's just a game at a point, you know. So.
Cause like losses teach you something. Like, you know, they teach you things. Like, you know, when I'm going through things, like I can't like keep telling myself like, man, I want to feel this certain way all the time. Cause like I'm falling in love with the feeling of like, you know, I wake up every day and it's like I can't wait what I'm gonna experience today. Like today I might be sad. Hey, today I might be sick. I might be sick to you know, today I might be happy or whatever it may be. But it's like, you got to like, just think about that. Imagine if every day was the same. Like we've said it a lot. I probably said this on a couple other episodes, but like if every day was the same, you wouldn't feel anything. Honestly, you would be numb. But it's amazing, like, you feel all these different experiences. Like, we're going through life. We're at different stages. People be like, oh, this is your 20s or this is your teens. You're supposed to enjoy it. Like, no. This is life. You're supposed to enjoy every moment. Your 30s, whether it be your 50s, if you're 60, 70, whatever age you at. Like, it don't even matter. None of that matters. And who cares if you young? Who cares if you old? Like, all our lives are unique. We all got something going on. We all got something we looking forward to. We all in different stages, we different feelings, and it's like when you look at it from like that perspective, it's like that's like you gotta enjoy that, man. Like we're not gonna be here for a long time anyway, so it's like just enjoy the experience, man. Whether it's hard times, good times, whatever times it may be, just always remember like it's gonna be over. You know, it's gonna like we're all gonna die one day anyway, so you might as well just enjoy it. Like
it's crazy too, cause like I mean, we're born. As soon as we're born, we're taught to like that you're gonna die one day type shit. Like you know, you gotta live, but you know one day you're gonna die. You know, even age. You know, like you was saying, like last podcast you was mentioning like the whole age thing and stuff like that. Like how at like 19 or 21, it's like I think information is like easy to understand, and 25 is like where you have a better understanding of life. 30 is where you know you're actually more content and stuff like that with the things you know. 35 is where you're actually ready to give, like, you know, have family and stuff. So like I see these all as like new experiences in life, you know, just because like we live in these dimensions to where like I don't know, we might be in like the 8th dimension by the time we like 25 or something like that, you know. So like we're constantly living in this new age of time, you know. Even though we're taught to be old, we're getting old and stuff like that. We're taught to, you know, decrease in our value as we get older. Some of us, but like now it's like an actual time to actually keep leveling up. You know, go through challenges and beat those challenges and keep experiencing life. You know, I feel like one of the most priceless things is like experiencing life and you know, enjoying it to where like, all right, when you're gone, you're not holding on to nothing. You know, so like.
That's what I'm saying. I said, yeah, if you want to, like, one thing that always keeps me, like, you know, if I'm ever feeling some type of way, like, I think, like, you know, if I would have died right now and I look back and would I regret, like, I wish I would have did this, I wish I would have did that. That's what it's like, man, I'm finna try to do as much as I can. Like that's back to the whole giving up thing. Cause if you give up, and you know you pass or whatever or something, you gonna look back and be like, bro, I should have did that. Like I don't want to live in no type of regrets. You know, even if I fail, like whatever. There's one thing I can like. At least I tried. Like I gave it everything I got. Like I said, like you know what I mean. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying. Things will be hard. We gonna struggle, but at the same time, we go through times of happiness. We go through times of, you know, gratitude, and like, you know, we go through all these emotions, and it's back to the whole experience. You know what I'm saying? You just don't try to focus too much. Don't get consumed in a certain emotion or a certain, you know, feeling, because it's gonna pass. Everything passes. Everything does. It's gonna pass.
And it's just all part of the process. You know, long episodes ago, you know, I was talking about like the 7 soul planes, and like detachment was like one of the actually, you know, developing the consciousness is, you know, detachment is like the most hugest thing. So where like, you know, you have all these things, but you're actually detached from them. You know, you actually detach, not, you know, you detach emotionally and stuff like that, but like this process of actually you know, evolution and stuff like that, just by growing up and experiencing life, you know, because we can have the opportunity to become stronger human beings and stronger, you know, gods of our reality and stuff like that. So it only gets better from there. Like I don't want to say it like that, but like at the same time, it's like you know, it's a certain perspective that you got to look at it from, you know, in order to like, because it's cool that like everyone, we all made in the image of God, so like everyone is self-creating, you know, their own reality, you know, like, you know, it's just it's crazy to even think that, you know, like what the like stuff like the planets and stuff like that, they can't manifest the way we do, you know, like animals can't do that shit, you know, like
we're different level, different beings.
We're gods for real, you know, if we really think about it, you know. It's just like, all right, how do I want to conduct myself actually as a god, you know? So like, you know, and that's only because I did like all type of stuff, like, but I had that realization. I was like, oh wait, let me be a god in my reality, you know. So like, you know, however I want to, you know, control my situation and stuff like that is very key, you know, to living life. You know?
And that backtrack a little, you was talking about detachment, and like detaching, that's you know, in back, if y'all watch the old videos, I know we keep talking about the old videos, but I would say like, you know, I'm detaching or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'll say like, you know, I'm trying to detach or whatever. But when it really happens, like, you know, I've had to detach from, you know, physical things, you know, detach from relationships, or detach, like, it's hard. Like, it's really hard sometimes, you know, just letting go. I didn't realize how hard that would be. I was actually going to make a video about that. It's going to be called Detachment. Okay. But, yeah, like it's letting go. It gives you like it's like a sense of freedom, bro. Like, you know, when you're letting, it's so hard to let go, but sometimes it's the best things for you sometimes, because you have to let go. You get too attached to something, it's like, once again, you lose yourself. You putting all your all into this thing, and it's like, bro, if something happens to that, you know, you're devastated, or, you know, you're in that lower state, like I said, like we was talking about. And it's like, you gotta let go sometimes. Wow. Well, like whether it be your old self, you know, whether it be, you know, your girlfriend, your mom, whoever or whatever it may be, you gotta detach sometimes, because attaching, bro, it's very scary. You're gonna sacrifice, you're gonna lose something. You mess around, stay attached to something.
It's just crazy even thinking like how attached we can be, bro. Like attached, even being attached, like I already said, like family or something like that. Being attached to like, to where, you know, you feel like you're obligated to be attached to these people, you know, in this certain way, you know. I only speak to them in a certain way, or act like nah, like it's time, like when it's time to detach, it's really time to detach, you know, and really, you know, discover who you are, and figure out what you want to do in your life, you know. So like we can't live through each other, you know. We have to actually live, you know, within ourselves, you know, at the end of the day. So, you know, and it's just for us to actually do that, to where we can actually be, you know, amongst each other, you know, in a positive state, to where we can inspire each other to, you know, do the same thing. Yeah, man, we got to you know, be more in a, you know, a place in your life where, you know, you're trying to be one, you know, as an individual, you know, one as your own being, so you can actually, you know, live amongst other people and like, you know, give them good energy and stuff like that. So, you know, that's all I really gotta say on that.
Positivity, man. Gotta stay positive, man. This has been 2021, bro. Compared to last year, I feel like last year was like, you know, I don't know, last year was more of like, you know, that opening, like, wow, like 2020 vision, you know, to see. 2021 is more like, it's more like protecting that. Like, you know, you saw it now. It's like now you gotta protect what you saw, you know what I'm saying? You just saw it, man. This year has been like, pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, it's been crazy. 2021 has been like I don't know, it's just been I seen it as an opportunist type year, you know, like we're more, you said like it was more eye opening, you know, so like in 2020 you said it was more eye opening, so like, all right, so I want to use all that eye opening things that I wanted to use in 2021, you know, like, so I seen 2020, this is 2021, I'm tripping, 2021 as an opportunity to like I seen it as an opportunity to chase after opportunities, you know. So like you know, just because we're in this growing stage in our lives right now, where it's like it seemed like we're on a roller coaster and it's only going up from now, you know. Like, bro. And it gets higher and higher and higher and it gets scarier and scarier, but like we haven't gone back or nothing like that, but we just continue to go up. So it's like I seen it as an opportunity, bro. Like it's an opportunity to, you know, do for self and you know, get as much knowledge as I need to, you know, manifest the stuff I want in my life.
So much stuff we don't know yet. Like, it's so much. Like, we was saying, like, bro, we was 19, bro, talking about most of that stuff. And, like, it's like I went back and watched. It's just crazy, bro.
I didn't know what I was talking about back there, bro. Like, I had no idea what I was actually talking about until I, you know, like, actually experienced it, you know?
It's crazy, bro. I still, like, appreciate all, like, we still have so much more to go for real. Yeah. Like, and it's like, when we get so big, bro, it's like, we're going to be looking at, like, yo.
For sure,
like,
bro.
Wow, man. Like, you know, we was on that, like, early.
Exactly. Yeah. We was on it, bro. We stayed on it, too, you know? Like, we never left or anything, like, with the whole, you know, even conscious community, but just honestly, just, you know, pushing out good energy and stuff.
What's that, bro? The community has changed this year. Even us too. Like everybody has like took a step back. Like even Vaughn, we haven't seen Vaughn this whole year, have we?
Well, have you seen he dropped a video?
He dropped a video?
Yeah, he dropped like a little interview, like him and this dude.
Oh yeah, I saw it. It was on my the little recommendation thing. I didn't watch it. He
had
cut his hair.
Yeah, I mean he been cut his hair though, but like he, you know, he had like he was growing his hair back. And stuff like that. But like it was right, like Vaughn is still Vaun, bro. It was hilarious. But like one of the things that I like what he said was like what would he tell his 17-year-old self or something like that was a question. And he was like, I'll tell that nigga you don't know shit, bro. You don't know.
17, bro.
Yeah, 17. Son.
It's crazy.
He said, you don't know nothing, bro. I was like, yo, that's kind of facts, bro. You really don't know nothing. And that's okay to not know nothing, you know? It's like, it just is what it is.
You find happiness in not knowing. The not knowing gives you opportunity to, like, you know, you got so, like, that's another thing, bro. Like, you know, we have so much more. It's so much more to learn, like, you know.
The unknown, bro. Like,
yeah, that's fun sometimes. It's scary and fun.
It's scary and fun, but like, I don't know. I got this energy where I'm like, bro, I'm ready for the unknown, bro. Like all I want to experience the unknown now, you know. Like, I don't want to experience the same thing sometimes, you know. I just want to experience.
Like you said, you was trying to get out them loops,
bro. The loops, bro. Like, so like we have certain loops in our lives where and it's funny too, because I kind of related this to the chakras, you know, like even like the root chakra and stuff like that. Like we have to get over levels of that to like actually, you know, rise above that chakra, or to, you know, even eating. Like if you eat fried food every day, like, and then you just switch to like, you know, eating healthy and stuff like that, eating more conscious, you know, you pass your sacral chakra. So like all these are like loops in life, you know. So like when we change the paradigm of our thinking, change the paradigm of our everyday doing and stuff like that, I feel like we actually can, you know, power our chakras and stuff like that. So like my thing was love, bro. Like, you know, like actually having a relationship and stuff like that. So I will always find myself in the same loop. You know, it's literally the same thing that happened every time. You know, and the way I reacted was the same way. So like, once I actually took a step back and said, you know, let me not react in that way, boom, like I instantly
That's
freaking
crazy.
activated, you know, the heart chakra, bro.
Right.
So like, I haven't even activated my throat chakra, bro. Like it's still things I need to overcome, you know, like still blockages that I need to unblock to actually, you know, get past my throat chakra, you know, really express myself the way I really want to in certain ways, or even the third eye, bro. Like third eye, using more of my creativity, you know, like saying,
bro.
like jumping in that unknown and be like, this is all I got, you know, at one point. This open mind's all I got at one day. So like, you know, it's just it has to get to that, you know, that's the stages in life where you gotta change that paradigm, get out them loops. You know, it's almost like a trip.
Yeah,
life is a trip. Like everything's connected. So like we have to get out them loops to where we actually, you know, respond to situations in a different way. You know, that was a real introspective time of my life, you know, where I had to really experience that shit. I love
them times, bro. Introspection. I like introspection is so crazy, bro. You know, like you said, you get stuck in loops. And even I get stuck in, like, you know, it was like I was getting a period where I was like, I kept getting like the same, like, you know, anger loop, bro. Like it was like I was getting angry and like just real anxious, like on my toes, and it was like, bro, it's something that gotta change. Like, you know, if I keep feeling like this, bro, I feel like I'm gonna crack or something, or something's gonna snap. And it's like, boom, you know what I'm saying, change a couple, and it don't even gotta be like major changes to yourself. Like you can change, you know what I'm saying, like if you stop eating something like you said, like the fried food, like, you know what I'm saying, stop eating just one small step, and then eventually those steps turn into, you know, you're walking. You know, it's not small steps you're doing, you're walking, and eventually you're running. You know what I'm saying? You start running, now it's like a flow. You're getting into the flow now, like you're into that new paradigm. You get into a new you transforming yourself. We all re-transforming ourselves or whatever.
Retransform ourselves, and we have to, in that paradigm, bro, I'm telling you, we have to shift paradigms, bro. Like we have to.
Can't stay the same.
Can't stay the same. I see so many people that stay the same their entire lives, you know, and it's just like, that's not for me, you know, like that's not gonna be for me at all either. So like, you got to be in this mode to where you're ready to shift who you are at any given moment, you know. So like, you know, actually having that, you know, conscious awareness to where, all right, you know, all right, from this past time, or this past life or something like that, you know, or this past experience, you know, what did I learn out of this? Okay. It's funny too, we're learning when we don't even know we're learning, you know, if you think about it, like subconsciously we are. So it's like, oh, okay, so this happened last time, all right, let me get out this loop, because I'm not that person no more, you know. And it's just all about, you know, evolving in consciousness, you know. So like I think that's the coolest thing. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and he slipped it in, but like he didn't know he said it, but he was like, basically the soul always remain the same, but the conscious is different, you know. It gets new information every day, but the soul always remain the same, you know. So like
that's facts. That's facts, because it's like I noticed that. I'm like, bro, the soul don't be caring about some of this stuff. It's like it just be emotions. It's like, bro, the soul don't care about none of that. And it's like it's like I got to a point where bro, you get like, bro, especially with males, with dudes, bro, they can talk. It's like it'll just be some certain action, bro, and I'll read it instantly, bro. Like I can feel the energy. Like I can tell. It's like I've noticed, like a lot of dudes, bro, they don't be loving themselves, bro. Like a lot of dudes, trust me, they be like, you know, they'll make it seem like, you know, they doing good or whatever, but deep down, bro, I know they don't be loving themselves, because, you know, they'll submit to a woman or whatever, or they'll do just certain things and wonder why certain things, like why they're at the positions that they're at. And it's like, bro, you know exactly why you feeling this way, why you at this certain level or whatever. And it's like, I be seeing dudes, you know what I'm saying, they be getting their heart brokes. Like, they be getting, you know, financial issues or whatever, you know. And it's like, bro, it literally just starts with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get to a point where you looking around you and you pointing fingers here and there. And it's like, bro, the finger is right back. It's a mirror. You pointing all these fingers, but it's a mirror. You pointing at yourself, bro. Yeah. You can't be blaming certain things on other people, or, you know, this situation, this relationship, this whatever it may be. Because at the end of the day, like, we kind of, like, 95% of the things we do in life is, like, it's our fault. Like, you know,
most definitely.
We put ourselves in every position like we're in right now. I'm here the reason why I'm right here is because of every decision I made. That's literally why, you know what I mean? So it's like you can't, sometimes you get to a point where you can't be pointing the finger to nobody. Like a lot of people just, you have to go within. Like you have to look at yourself, stop looking at everything around you and look inside. Cause it's like, it all starts there anyway.
It all starts there, bro. And it's crazy. Like, and it sucks too when you realize what you're doing. You know, you realize the intention of energy that you're putting out towards the, you know, this mirror universe that we live in. And it's like, all right, so I see that I'm really fucking up, but you know, I'm gonna continue doing that. You know, it's just like I got in them states like that. I ain't perfect to where I actually knew what I was conscious of. You know, I was still, you know, doing like dumb shit, bro. Like it was just
we do it, bro. We do it. Bro.
It was out of immaturity. It was out of emotion. You know, stuff like that. So like that's why like stuff like emotional intelligence, you know, is so important too. Like to where we can like I don't know. Manifest is just part of that manifestation, you know, using that emotional intelligence to where, all right, this situation doesn't have to be bad. This day doesn't have to necessarily be bad. You know, you can actually shift your mindset in another state of mind to where, you know, you align with the universe again, you know. But like if you know it's something that you actually want in your life, you know, that you actually want to manifest, you know, like I feel like synchronization is going to be happening, you know. You're going to see like repeating numbers all the time, like especially if something you really, really want, you know. So like, it's all a part of that, you know. The process takes time, and it is not quick at all. So like, it's just
patience, man.
It's just patience, and it's patience is learning, you know. It's learning like, all right, so you want this, all right. Now you need to learn who you really are. Are you really this person that deserves this, or you're not, you know. So like, it's all about pushing past those, you know, boundaries that we put on ourselves. And
all right, and that's probably actually what what was you gonna say?
No, I was just
that was finna that's really what led me like to even like how this channel even like, you know, started or whatever. Like cause I remember I told y'all like I remember in high school I was just trying, that was my thing. Like I wasn't finna go to college. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know. I was trying to figure out like, okay, bro, who am I? Like I wasn't even on no conscious. I was like, bro, when people ask who I am, or like if even not even people, if I ask myself who am I, like what am I gonna do? It was like I fell in love with, you know, trying to figure that out, and eventually, you know, it led to, you know, the spiritual and the, you know, keeping just an open mind. You know, my favorite thing about myself is that, you know, I'm open. Like I'm open to all, like I'm not just stuck on one, you know, I'm strict, you know what I'm saying? I'm open to, you know, whatever religion, you know, the practices. I like all the practices, the good from all the religions, you know, even music. Like I'm not gonna say like, oh, he's trash. Nah, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna listen to it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I have like 10,000 songs, bro. Like, you know, I'm open to different musics, you know, different comedians, different shows. Like, I'm never going to shut one thing out, because to something or some part of my brain, it's going to like something about it. Like, it's going to like something. And like, you know, that's something anybody could do, like figuring things out about yourself, because it's going to lead to other things. Like, it led to this, like, you know what I mean? Open mind, bro.
And that's exactly what we did. What we did with this whole process is, all we're doing with this process now is just opening our mind, you know, like open our mind as much as possible to where we can actually appreciate all the things the universe, you know, try to throw at us, even if it's bad or, you know, stuff like that. So like, you know, opening your mind is important, you know. That's why like studying and stuff like that, it's like it's the coolest thing, bro. Like even reading gives me a high right now, bro. Like anything I read, crazy, you know, it's
visualizing words,
you know. It's like a ladder, you know. You just reading and you just and it's just entering the subconscious and stuff like that. And it's one of them manifestation tools that I really like too, like is reading, you know. So like opening your mind up to just reality, you know, is just like really experiencing it in an introspective way, you know. So I think that's cool, bro. Like opening your mind is super important, you know.
And it's like, you know, it's gonna be different once again for everybody, you know. Keep an open mind, but it is people out here who not. It's a lot of closed-minded people out here too, but that might be that whole balance thing where it's like, you know, it got to be some closed-minded people and it got to be some open-minded people. But some closed-minded people think, like, I don't even like saying that, because that's like that whole, you know, who am I to say that somebody's closed-minded?
Yeah, honestly, they open their minds up as much as
they
could.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Who are we to say that you a closed-minded person? You know, we not God or anything, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, keeping them open minds, like very, like I really love that, bro. Like gym, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so many things. That's another thing. Like that's like another. It gives me another, you know, a will to keep pushing, because it's like it's so much stuff to experience, bro. It's so much. It's like I want to experience like a lot more stuff too, bro.
Because it's infinite. You know, we are infinite. Our minds are infinite. You know, like our brains. I'll just be reading random stuff. Like our brains weigh like 7 pounds. And,
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And how
yeah.
large our brains is like 9. I think it's like 9 ounces. You know, so like but our brains hold so much. So we're, you know, if we are these infinite beings, you know, we have so much to actually experience. You know, and it's just not outside. You know, it's within. You know, it's how we can start within. You know, to where we can really get that stuff without. Bro. You know, so like. It's cool, bro. It's cool. Yeah. It's cool. Like even like being in that position to where you can, you know, it's just like, you know, pushing past the boundaries to where I can have proof of like, all right, I pushed myself like to the, you know,
bro.
the limit.
They were saying like it's more synapses in the brain than there are stars in the sky, and that's crazy. Or it's either stars in the sky or grains of sand or something like that. I may be wrong, but. You know what I'm saying? The possibilities, like you said, are endless, bro. Like, that should give you more enough reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? For people that be feeling down and feeling like things ain't gonna get better, bro, it will. But it's like, if you gonna give up, bro, for suicidal people or any type of, you know what I'm saying, quitting something, like, at least give it a try before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you would never, like I said, you would never know. Like, it would suck to just, you know, it happens and then you coming right back. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, you know,
that's in the reincarnation talk. Like, all right, so you couldn't detach from something. So all right, you gonna end it and have to like literally be in that same loop. You know, like,
bro. You saw Lucifer, bro? You still ain't seen it?
Yeah, I watched.
Bro, it's so crazy because it's like you saw the hell loops. Yeah. Like all them people in hell, right? Mm-hmm. So they're all in there because, you know, it was one. I don't know. You finished it?
To like I pretty much
it was some season that got boring, but it was so the people in the hell loop, you know, you can it described like, let's say, you know, somebody dies or whatever, right? Yeah. They go to hell. Like these people were good people, right? You know what I'm saying? It was a good person in hell. So I'm like, yo, what? And they explain like, you know, there was something he didn't like get over. That's the reason. He's a great person, you know, he's a good person, but it was something in his past that he forgot about that he never got over, and he got sent to hell because he could never detach from that. You know, whatever that situation was, he never got over that thing. And that's crazy. That was just what we used to, you know, that's the whole detachment thing. And like, you know, them hell loops, you know, people be having hell loops now. Like,
yeah, people having hell loops on,
mental hell loops
on Earth right now. Like, and people don't even know that they're in the same.
Like,
they be in the same thing. It could be your environment. It could be just different things. It could be, I mean, it's just your reality. So, like, I don't know, just shifting. First, you got to shift yourself, you know? So, like, that paradigm is important to where you want to shift your reality. All right, so now you need to detach from these certain things that was holding you back as a human being, you know, because you want to evolve, you know? So, like, you know, the detachment process is the main key. So, when you detach, you know, you shift your paradigm, that's when you can get in that mode of like, all right, like I'm not even like a person that will hold on to stuff, you know, right, just because you got that awareness now, it's like, all right, that shit happened. Let me get it out the way.
Move on, bro. Yeah, life goes on.
Keep moving, you know, keep moving, keep responding different to how you usually respond. You know, if it's anger, if it's something that gets you to this lower state, you know, it's something that you aren't doing, you know, so like. You know, procrastinating is like one of them. You know, procrastination makes like chemicals in our body to where it float to where it what's it called? It goes to like the roots, root of the being and shit like that. So like that's even like that can even provoke anger. You know, so like stuff like that. You know, just being aware of certain stuff. Like, okay, like when am I not doing, or am I doing too much at certain points? You know, so.
I fell victim to procrastinating, bro. That was another thing this year. I done procrastinated even with like videos and stuff. Yeah. But it was like, bro, and I kept making excuses like, bro, I gotta do this, so I ain't gonna be able to do this, but it's like, bro, now I'm to the point where it's like I just do it whenever I got the opportunity. As soon as the opportunity come, bro, I'm doing it. Like, no questions. I'm not worried about whatever is next. I'm going to just do that, and then I worry about the next thing. Because your mind could get flooded with so much stuff sometimes, bro. And it's like, you'll overwhelm yourself sometimes. And it's like, then you'll end up procrastinating, bro. It's like, then you'll never end up doing it. And it's like, you better off just at least working. Even if you got to do a little bit of it, just like work on it just a little. Give it 5 minutes, whatever that task or whatever you got to do. Give it a little bit of time, bro, and it'll eventually build up. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll just get it done. Like, boom, I got it done. All right, don't got to worry about that. And it's like another form of anxiety, too, like procrastination. Because it's like you're worried about it, bro. It's like, dang.
And perfectionism, too. Like, perfectionism is a huge thing also. It was something I did with, trying to, like, actually push some creative ideas I want, but it's not exactly how I want it, So, like, and I realized, like, all right, it's never going to be exactly how I want it. That's why Kanye takes so long to drop an album, Like, it's never exactly how you
like,
want it.
You remember Life of Pablo?
Yeah.
That was like, it was like 4 different versions or something. Like, bro was adding features.
It sound like the Bible, bro.
He did it with Donda.
15 versions.
Donda Deluxe, even before the Deluxe. I remember he added like a vocal. He added Tyler, the Creator, on one of them.
Really?
He did a vocal on the Deluxe. Like, he just I forgot what song it was, but yeah, bro is just tweaking the music, bro, like, as it's still being out. But I kind of like that idea, especially on Life of Pablo, because he was like, it's like a living, breathing, like, art piece. Like, it was literally changing every, like, it was like every week, bro, he's getting an update to the album. And that was really cool. But sometimes some people love or hate that. Cause it's like, dang, I got this version. It's like another version came out. Yeah. It's like, but that's pretty cool.
It's almost like an infinite field, like an infinite field, like, to where, all right, it's never just this, it's just always it's a breathing thing,
Yeah, that was crazy. That's just Kanye being Kanye, bro.
Exactly,
and speaking, bro, Kanye, bro, this man, bro, I still gotta watch some episodes. I still gotta watch the Drinkers Channel, like the second.
Oh, you didn't watch it? Oh, you
I watched the first one.
The second one, I mean, he didn't really speak too much on.
Bro was hitting the blunt, bro.
Hit the blunt. He talking about, this is my Elon Musk impersonation from Joe
it's
Rogan.
Crazy, bro. People talking about we should apologize to Kanye.
Because he was wearing the Trump hat, and he was still saying he rocked with Trump, and it's just like, all right, so this guy said, all right, George Bush hates black people. Hey, bro, like, we gotta open our minds to the point where it's just like, all right, he likes Trump. Whole media is going against him, Whole media is going against him, and media is always wrong. It's never accurate at all. So, like, all right, so this guy that said George Bush doesn't like black people is actually going with Trump. Let me look into, like, why he actually doing this, and to find out, Trump was actually trying to make black people more wealthy, in certain ways. It's crazy to think about, but Joe Biden is only in power to keep us at the state that we already at. He don't want us to evolve. He don't want us to progress in life. If you really think about it, like, that's exactly what Joe Biden is doing. Everything that paradigm that we're so used to, to where we don't even care about evolving no more. It's so many conscious people now that aren't evolving, or it's just like so many information that's out that people are finding out that, it's just information at this point. But we still live in this Grand Theft Auto type society, to where we just going on with the everyday things in life.
It done got so bad. I'm seeing people talking about like, bro, it's a whole community on TikTok. They talking about black people move to New Zealand. They was like, listen to all the countries better than America, like, that's for good for black people or whatever, or not, like, prejudiced or whatever. And I was like, yo, this man Joe done, like, he done, bro, they talking about one term, Kamala Harris, bro, they really feel betrayed.
Oh yeah, all right, cool. And I seen a picture of Lil Baby, with a picture of him.
Oh, I know what you
bro. Bruh, I'm so tired of these house Negroes, bruh. These house Negroes, bruh. These house Negroes, bruh.
You saw Joe, he said something like that. He was like, it was on Twitter. He talking about the great Negro Satchel Paige, bro.
Gosh, bro. You're joining sides. All right, so this is funny too, because, like, all right, black people overall, like, all right, we already got, manipulated into slavery and stuff like that. So, and then Jim Crow laws came, and we had big marches. We just wanted to use peace. And like, when are we going to a point where we're not going to use peace? Like, all we doing is using peace so we can be cool with the people that we think are above us, you know? So it's like, nah, forget that, we got to take power in our own hands. You know, that's why I like the great Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X's and Elijah Muhammad, like people that actually try to push the black people forward and be like, yo, even the Black Panthers, you know, stuff like that. Like,
they got rid of them though. They got rid of the Black Panthers. They got them quick out of here. Yeah. Like, they was infiltrated. They had people hired inside, and like, that was crazy in itself. And you was talking about Malcolm X and everything, bro. Did we talk about MLK one day, like, or was it one episode we was like, bro, I saw it was, bro, it was a picture, bro. It was like, bro, this man MLK, bro, niggas had their own water fountains. Yeah, they had their own schools. We had and they was like, MLK looked at it and was like, nah.
Bro, for real, bro, we could have been learning our own. Like, imagine if every black kid had knowledge of self, you know, knowledge of their history. You know, like, bro, we'll be way more powerful.
This man want to be with the white man. Like, no, we not trying to be racist or anything.
But like, in my position as being a black man, we're going to school and we're learning about y'all system, even y'all business. Like, all right, the way I would run a business is not the way y'all are telling me. Y'all are telling me a way I can just always be an employee for the rest of my life. Bro. And then y'all tell us like we were slaves our whole life. Man,
that's the first thing they start with in history. I
don't want to hear that. Black people
were slaves. Bro. That's the first thing we start off in black history.
You talking about gods, bro? We was gods, bro. The original children of Israel, bro. I'm talking about like ancestors of Moses, bro. I'm talking about like, and I'm introspected to these things to where it's like, okay, all right, Moses was like low key really my ancestor, bro. Like, but like it's just crazy that like they don't teach us that teaching even exists, you know, to where we put all this information in one box and that's exactly what these kids need to learn. Oh. You know, like, bro, I heard that self-taught people are like more likely to become more wealthy, you know, than people that are, you know, going through school, being controlled all the time.
Control. You see a lot of how people look, like how media portray Kanye. Like I said, like when people start thinking differently, people be like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? That controlling stuff really make you, like, you know, we be using this term like bot, like, bro, like, you know, bots, bro. It's like that controlling. That's crazy, bro. That whole bro. Oh my God, like people, black people. And it's crazy. We only make up what? We not even the biggest minorities. It's like Hispanics. Hispanics are 18% of the American population, bro. And we're only 13, I think. Yeah, that's crazy. And we make this much of an impact. Like, just think about that. We killing it in sports, the music industry. But it's like Kanye said. He was like, he wanted to go further, where he was talking about like I don't know if that was the Drinkers Champ thing, but it might have been. But he was saying like, you know, they looking at me crazy, like, you know, these labels, you know, instead of being the teacher or the you know, the principal or whatever, let me be, you know, getting your little sister or something, you know, getting them a job, you know, you might. You know what I'm saying? But if you own the school or whatever, you're guaranteed to get your little sister or your cousin or whoever it may be that job, because I own it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, that's where he was trying to get to say, like, black people need to want to be at that. Like, of course, you know, we could be rappers signed to all these labels, but push further, because label owners, like, they own us. Like, you know, we signing to them, but at the end of the day, they own us. That's in music, you know, in sports, the NBA. Mm-hmm. Look at the commissioner. You know what I'm saying? We work all, you know, it's black players. They getting money, they getting bread off us. We getting paid, but they getting the big bucks. Like, commissioner, you know, white man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the Phoenix Suns just got accused of like this whole racist thing that they was most of the people in the office for them was like racist. And stuff.
You remember the what was it, Mavericks or something? Remember for you, Donald Sterling? You remember that, bro? Same thing,
bro. When you talking about like that was like a dark time in my childhood. Like, I was like, yo.
Oh, wait, hold up. Camera finna cut off. Sterling situation, right? What is you saying?
All right, first I was saying how dark of a time that was. You know, like not for me, but like. Just like the whole situation, you know, being like that young and like being exposed to information to where I was like, bro. Yo, like what? And, you know, the news and stuff like that, they was already at a manipulated stage already. So, you know, that was going in my subconscious as something very, very dark, you know. So So basically, Donna Sterling, his wife, well, not even his wife, like it's just his girlfriend or something like that. Like took a picture with Magic Johnson. Took a picture with Magic Johnson, bro, and he was not for it, bro. Basically, so and that whole thing happened. But
yeah, everybody, we all remember that. That was what, like 2011 or something like that. We all remember that.
I was like, wait, what?
The whole team, they wasn't fit to play with them anymore. Like I think they didn't play the game or something like that.
And it's just crazy that we can easily make our own thing.
Yes,
have
bro.
our own stuff. Even if you go in the NBA, you're not even thinking about business owning your own NBA. You think about just staying with this organization and working for somebody.
This is why we mess with Kyrie, bro. Cause Kyrie don't even care. Like, you know what I'm saying? They talking about this whole like he do not care. Like he already a millionaire. He do not care if they not gonna play him, bro. Like come on.
And it's crazy too, cause I've been seeing like a whole lot of Kyrie Irving. This dude, 19 Keys. He It's like the headband I was wearing last time, like shout out to 19 Keys, bro. He's on another level.
Send me the link, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So like he actually contacted 19 Keys and been contacting him about just black wealth, so like it's a thing that it's predicted that they say we're black wealth is not going to exist by like 2053. 20
really?
Yeah, like we're supposed to not have any, like we're supposed to be just getting government money at that point, not having no money of our own type stuff. So he's in a spot where he's trying to create businesses for black people, for us, for families and stuff like that. And Kyrie is actually putting his money towards stuff like that, putting his millions towards stuff like that, because he just feel that calling to do so,
Bro.
So like that's what I like about Kyrie.
Support black-owned businesses.
Support black.
Shout out Angie's Place in Stone Mountain, bro. Shout out Angie's. They just like family over there.
What was that? What was the Angie's Place?
It's in Stone Mountain, bro. It's like a breakfast place.
Okay.
Yeah, they over
black
there.
On?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all nothing but I've never seen a Caucasian, Asian, or whatever you want. I've never seen one in there. So
I got you.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to them. Shout out all the black-owned businesses.
Yeah, man.
We need some more, bro.
You need some more, and it's possible. It's possible to have more black-owned businesses.
I be hating, bro, when like it's like, see, here's the thing though. It's like, why do some white people get mad when we want to like support the black on? Because I be seeing it be like, the whole all lives or like everyone's equal, but like, bro, that's not true, bro. Because it's like, if that was the case, you wouldn't even mind us supporting another business. Like, you don't ever see like a regular business, I'm supporting this business, and people don't be like, hey, why are you supporting this when there's. But it seems like, bro, when every time we try to support some other black people thing, it's always that naysayer where it's like, okay, but here's this, or Black Lives Matter, but so does trans lives, and so does Asian like bro, we know that there's a reason why we saying this in the first place.
Honestly, even black owned alone is just, that's another distraction. It's like a topic. Black owned. Forget all that, bro. Like, I'm trying to get to where I own a company and nobody knows I'm black. Nobody knows who owns this company. Nobody know who's making codes for my own company. So like, it has to get to that point. Black owned is just a whole nother.
Yeah, it's that labels thing, bro. That was another thing, bro.
What you label? You label boxes, bro. Like
labels.
That's anybody that try to give a label to anything.
I didn't really get it. Like, I didn't really I remember you was saying that a while back about the labels thing, and it's like I ain't really like, it didn't really hit me then, but now it's like making a whole lot more sense, because like people be getting stuck in these labels like, oh, I'm this and I'm that, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm let's say I'm an introvert or whatever, right? It's like, I mean, come on, are you really? Some people, I'm not saying no people, there's people out there that aren't or anything. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying sometimes like a lot of people be confusing and convincing themselves that they're this and that, and it's just putting yourself in a box. Like,
it's just a form of comfort. People don't want to push past your comfort zone. So if they want to be introvert, they can be introvert. You are what you tell yourself. That's how powerful we are. So like, if I know I'm a businessman, I'm a bit like straight up, if I know I'm a creative genius, me and you create geniuses over our own platform and stuff like that, that's exactly what we are. So like, pushing ourselves, and that goes back to the paradigm, of what we actually telling our subconscious, you know. So
Yeah.
like that's just shifting the paradigm. So like labels and stuff like that, bro. Labels is out of here when you learn about paradigms and stuff like that. Like man, like that doesn't even exist. You know, you know that you're everything. You know, you one with all. So like that's just out of here.
It's times, bro. It's times, you know. It's times I be introverted, but it's times I be extroverted. It's times I.
And the fact that it's even like okay, you saying all right. Sometimes I'll be introverted. Like it's even like you saying sometimes I'm labeled as this, sometimes I'm labeled as that. Man, forget all that, bro.
I'm me, bro.
Just is, bro. I am that I am, bro. Like labels always put yourself in the box and stuff like that to where all right now you think all right the fact that you said like all right I label myself as a introvert today like all right you just put yourself in that box, man. Man, forget all that.
It's like I don't even be thinking like some people really be thinking like that, but it's like bro, nah, bro, it's just me. It's just who I like. Even it's not that I'm this. It's just at the time, you know, whatever is in my vicinity. Yeah. That's what I am at the moment. Yeah. I'm just in the moment. In the moment, I'm this. Like you know, we all
exactly that shifts you to in the moment. You realize how much possibilities there is in the moment when you don't label yourself. Right. You know, so like. Just getting out that box is like the main thing because we're still in the box, you know. we on Earth where it's just a whole spaceship. We on a whole spaceship right now. We don't even know it for real. But like, you know, it's just getting out that box. You know, putting yourself more and more out that box every day. If you even feel like you putting yourself in that box, thinking away like, all right, I can't be in this box,
bro. Yeah. Break out whatever you gotta do to get out this box.
Do whatever you gotta do, bro. Do whatever you gotta do, bro. All is mine, bro. All is mine, son.
Wow. Where we at? An hour? I think this is about an hour and 10. This is officially the longest episode because I think
you see Young Dolph died too, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh,
R.I.P. Young Dolph, man.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Dolph. Yeah, but that was crazy because like I was talking about that with somebody else earlier. They was saying like he basically honestly he probably just knew it was coming because like you know they was at a store randomly like. A famous some local cookie store there, you know, everybody know that store. It was like 12 p.m. or whatever, you know, everybody it's just ran like out in the blue. They just got out and fired like at the windows, and it was like they knew he was there, so it was like, and he famous, bro. He had a Lambo and everything, so it's not like he was just out here hiding. And then most people was like, you know, he probably just knew that it was coming. Cause remember,
wrong place at the wrong time.
Nah, he knew it was coming because like how stuff be going down, bro. Because like even they was saying, because like you remember Bulletproof, remember he done got shot at before like multiple times, but it's just they finally got him this time because it's like you don't just go around if you knowing you famous like that. You don't just go to no public area just all out willy nilly like that without no type of security or anything. Cause like maybe he did something, you know, that retaliated because. They haven't even found who did it, and it's like they probably not gonna even pursue. But like, Memphis, that's like
Memphis alone, you know, it's not the most prettiest site, you know. So like, man, it all ties back to that loop and energy, you know. So, you know, the energy that we're pushing out towards our universe is so important, bro. Like, you can easily, could have easily been in another paradigm to where he had to put himself in that position. He could have been. Chilling with.
I applaud him though, cause you know he made millions for his family. Like he owns all his royalties.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. But he was still in the loop, bro. Like he was still in the loop,
stuck in another system,
like
bro.
Stuck, and of course he overcame a lot of stuff to where he was self-owned, bro. Like man, that's huge.
His kids gonna be good.
His kids gonna be good. Like he got artists signed to him and stuff like that. That's amazing, bro. You know, and honestly, you know, it's just. You can't live forever, bro. Like it's that's just how it is. That's the most logical way of thinking of it instead of a emotional state. You know, you definitely share some you know, tears and stuff like that.
But like, cause it was a tweet I saw. It was like, man, we not finna be all sad. It was like a thread just full of funny stuff he did, and I was like, I really messed. Like I'm glad people was posting stuff like that, cause like you know we've talked about death before on here. We was like, you know, sometimes you get in a state where it's like like you know it's a down state, but it's like most of the times you gotta look at it like you know it's celebrating that person's life. Cause like we all on different times anyway. Like you know we never know when our date gonna come. Like he was 36, I think. So I mean, look what he did at 36 years. And it's like just look at that. Like if you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He had 36 years to get rich, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Like, who's to say I can't? Who's to say I can't do that? Who's to say I can't do that in 22 years, in 21 years? Like, you know what I mean? So just start looking at things like that.
Most definitely.
Like, you just gotta take the positive out of it.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah,
It's
man.
always positive. It's always positive.
Just what's bro? We almost this year almost over with. 2022.
2022 about to
That's
come
gonna
up,
be
bro.
crazy, bro.
2022 about to come up. You know,
Imagine February 2nd.
February 2nd.
2222. Like, that's the date.
Shoot, that's crazy. Yeah, bro. It's like, all right, 2022 is gonna be like a definitely a year where I definitely feel like the world's gonna definitely change, bro. Like this time next year, it's gonna be a whole nother dimension we in and stuff like that. So that's why I always like tell people like the whole I'll be stuck on the money thing. So like, all right, you know, invest in crypto and stuff like that. Invest in these stocks, bro. Cause like this time next year it's gonna be super high, you know,
bro.
These different things, you know, this
Digital.
whole digital world that's happening,
NFTs
and all that stuff like that. So like, you know, just anything to get us in the power of self, you know. So like, that's all I gotta say for the end of this.
Yeah, man. Whatever this episode is gonna be called, cause this is a long one. This is another great one. It's like every episode we get better and better. Every episode number 11.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. I think that's all I gotta say.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, bro.
OpenMind podcast, y'all. We signing out.
We out, bro.